What's up? It is Friday, March 27th. Just got done with a lower body day here. It's a deload week for me this week, so I took an opportunity to try out some new exercises, but I think I may be putting into, starting next week, my next training block. Some upper runs today, as you'll see. Starting off with some leg curls, just to get the legs a little bit warmed up before moving on to squats. So yeah, trying out these SSB front squats is my first time doing them. I just did one top set of 3 at 248 and 2 down sets at 208 for 6. Definitely pretty awkward, but it was my first time doing them. So I think I'll stick with it because yeah, I feel like there's something there and I just kind of want to try it. So I think I'll stick with it even though it felt awkward. Moving on then, I tried again what looks to be a kind of an awkward exercise here. These Hatfield single leg good mornings. The first set of these felt really bad. I'm not sure, my balance was just not quite there. Even the second set there, I'm getting like kind of a skew on the bar. So I don't know about these. I think I'll try them at least a couple more times. But yeah, definitely not the best introduction to these as I was hoping for. Then moving on here, did some ab work, some ab roller work, and some calf raises with the SSB while I had it out. And then last thing of the day, the superset here of Jefferson curls and dumbbell Cossack squats, which I think I'm going to try to slot in for this training block instead of having like a traditional single leg squat variation, like a Bulgarian split squat or something, just because I want to get some more movement in that frontal plane, like side to side stuff, to see if there's any benefit to that, because I'm not really doing any right now. So yeah, solid day, looking forward to putting some real weights on and getting back to it next week. What's up? It is Saturday morning, March 28th. Just got done with upper body day. It's my last day of my deload week here, so yeah, feeling pretty fresh. Definitely ready to get back into lifting some heavier weights next week. Anyway, so today started off with some shoulder isolation work, just some lateral raises and rear delt flies. And then I moved on to some shoulder presses. I have this bar, I think it's called the VHS bar. It's from Black Widow. It's got like neutral grip handles and like a little cutout for your head, so it works really well for overhead press just with like a neutral grip like that. And I actually don't know how much it weighs, but I just logged it like it was 35 pounds. So I think I did 125 for 3 sets of 5. Paired this up with some dumbbell chest supported rows. Moved on here, just weighted calisthenics circuit here, just with some weighted push-ups and chin-ups, both just with a 50-pound vest on. The push-ups actually specifically felt really nice. Usually in my last training block I had dips here, so I think I may swap those out for push-ups here just for the next few weeks just to try something different. Then moving on, kind of some like accessory work here, just some chest isolation with some floor flies. Got some face pulls in too, just to keep the back of the shoulders there healthy. And then, as always, got to finish off with some arms. So hit some dumbbell alternating curls and rolling dumbbell extensions. Even though it was a deload week, so I dropped the weight on these. But I think it actually really helped me like feel my biceps better on those alternating curls. So I think maybe even next week I'll probably drop the weight down a little bit closer to like this 35-pound mark, just because it really felt like a stronger connection there. I feel like I usually struggle to feel my biceps for some reason. I get like a little too much shoulder going into it, I think, when the weights get too heavy. So yeah, I may go up maybe just like 5 pounds for next week because yeah, those felt really nice. So yeah, solid day. Alright, what's up? I just want to give a quick recap of my first 2 lifting days of the week. Again, this is a deload week for me this week, and I was traveling for the first part of this week, just visiting some family. So no footage of these days, but I was able to get some decent work in because they had a pretty nice home gym setup where I was visiting too, as well. So yeah, first day, Monday, March 23rd here. Some shoulder work, lateral raises, rear delt flies as usual. Start off upper body days for me before moving on to some bench press and trap bar rows. Just paired those 2 up, just supersetted them. And then next up, some vertical press and vertical pull superset here with seated behind the neck press and pull-ups. Finished off the day with some isolation work, chest isolation work with some dumbbell floor flies. What I'm gonna call ring bodyweight face pulls. I had the ring set up like maybe here and just kind of like laying back, you know, kind of like feet on the ground, holding onto the rings, and then kind of get some external rotation going. I didn't know what to call them, so I'm just calling them bodyweight face pulls. Obviously, I had to finish off that day with some arms, some dumbbell curls, and some dumbbell rolling extensions. Next day, Tuesday, March 24th, was a lower body day here. Started off with some hamstring work, kind of like all my upper body days start off with shoulder work. All my lower body days start off with some hamstring work. So hit that before moving on to some trap bar RDLs, paired those up with just some tib work. Next up, some single leg squat work in the form of trap bar alternating lunges, for kind of, finishing out the day with some more like accessory style exercises here. Some hanging knee raises. I would usually do like a leg raise, but I just did like a knee raise, so just like 90 degrees with my knees, just because it's a deload week, and I figured why make anything harder than it has to be. Some 45-degree back extensions, some spanner squats, and some calf work.